हे वन कैसे हैं आप लोग। मेरा नाम है आकाश एंड आई वेलकम यू ऑल ऑन दिस चैनल। सो फ्रेंड्स, आई नो काफ़ी दिनों से वीडियोस नहीं आ रही थी। आई वाज नॉट वेल, बट नाउ आई विल ट्राई कि कंसिस्टेंटली वीडियोस अपलोड हो. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस क्वेश्चन. So let's begin the video. In this video, we'll be solving another React machine coding question. Let's have a look. So the question is that we have to code this job listing page, and we have a load more button at the end also. Let's have a look at the requirements first. So the page should show 6 jobs on initial load with a load more button at the end. Okay. And when we will be clicking on the load more button, it will fetch another 6 postings. So it's kind of a pagination question. So we have to, every time we have to fetch a bunch of 6 jobs, and the button will not appear if there are like no more postings to load. And if that particular field has a URL, then we have to make it a link, or else we have to uh, simply show it like a span tag, you can say. And we can format the timestamp in any way which we like. So this is the timestamp, this is the job title, and this is the one who is posting the job. So yeah. So let's have a look at the details now, like further details. So this is the job API that we are going to get, and there is no single API that fetches a list of jobs together with the data. So we have to make the separate request to fetch the necessary data and combine them to be displayed. So friends, it's not a simple pagination. We have to make two API calls in this. First, we have to fetch a list of job IDs with the help of this particular what we say API. This will fetch us the job IDs. Okay, and as we can see, it's more than 6. And with the help of these job IDs, we have to make another API call. Okay, and using that API call, we have to fetch the data. So over here we have the name, who has posted the job, then we have a title, then we have the job URL, everything. Okay. So yes, so this is the question. I hope the question is clear. What we have to do, we have to first fetch the job IDs, let's say 20, 40 job IDs, and then at our end we have to apply the pagination. So we have to make a set of 6 jobs every time, okay, per page, and then we have to hit the job details API. So without further delay, let's start coding. So I have this code sandbox and we will be coding in this only. So friends, do watch the video till the end, okay? And if you like the video, then don't forget to and if you love the content, then don't forget to like and subscribe also. So what we are going to do is, so first let's quickly create few constants. So I'm going to create few constants that will be job API. Okay. Let's keep it empty string for now. I will quickly copy paste it. Second will be job details API, and let's say per page how much data we want to fetch. So friends, as you can see, like I have copied the URLs, this URL and this particular URL. Okay, so we have only copied the item because the ID part will be dynamic, right? Now let's quickly create the let's say IDs comma set IDs, which will be use state. Okay, empty array, and let's copy the same, paste it, sorry, paste this 4 times. Cool. Now over here this will be, let's say, jobs data. So set jobs, and over here this will be for the pagination, and let's say initial of 0, and this will be like loading, like fetching job details, and okay, we have our states. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create the use effect. Okay, and inside this use effect, first we are simply going to fetch the IDs. That is our simple, like, IDs equals await fetch, and the job API that we have just written. And what we can do is, mm, so let's name it as response, and over here let's say const id is equals response dot json. Okay, and set ids as ids. Okay, plus okay, one thing what we can do is, let's make this function const get job ids. Okay, and let's copy paste this. Cool. And let's call this get job ids. Okay, and let's make this async. Okay, and we can do is log ids. Cool, right? So this portion is done. Now what this will do is, this will fetch the job ids for us. Plus what else can we do is, we can also write the code for job details. Get job details. So friends, so my friends, here is the important logic that we need to focus. This is these are the job IDs, so we have to make a set of like six. Okay, so start will be from 0 plus 6. Okay, then another will be like from start will be like 6, and then okay, so we have to have two variables like start and end, because we have to make a set. So it will be like from 0 till 6, let's say 3 3 6, then end will be 6. Then for the next iteration or the next page, it will be like start will be updated to like let's say 7, and end will be updated to let's say 12. So this will be our logic, kind of like first we are going to fetch the data from 0 to 6, then 7 to 12, or you can say like 0 to 5, 6 to 12, because um, array works like from 0, right? So what we can do is, sorry, what we can do is, we can like say that it takes start and end. Okay, and what else I'm going to do is, we will make use of another use effect. Okay, and inside this we can simply say that if ids dot length. Okay, so basically if we have job ids, right, if we have job ids, then only you can give it a better name, that will be job ids. Okay, then only we have to get the job details, right? And one thing, we have to have a dependency array of ids over here. Now now first what we are going to do is, we are going to get the id array that we have to make the set, right? So for that we have ids dot sorry, not slice, we are going to use slice, because what splice will do, it will modify the existing okay, like array. So that's not what we want. Okay, we don't want to mutate the original array. So yeah, now the main part is that first we have got this id array. Now we are making the set of 6, and now we have to, at a time we have to make the api call for all these 6 ids, right? So for that we are going to make use of promise.all. So let's see how we are going to do that. So first I will be taking let array. Okay, then what I will be doing is let id of ids, not ids, id array. Okay, because we have 6 elements. Now we are going to do array dot push, and we are going to add this fetch. Okay, and inside this let's say dollar job details api. Okay, then we have the id. Okay, then json. Okay, so this is what we are doing. We are first creating the like this array. of like array of this six IDs. Okay, we are creating a request, basically six requests, and we are placing those six requests in the array. Cool. Now what we can do is simply try catch. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Let's add a log. uh, Error fetching, error fetching job details maybe, right? And over here goes our error. Cool. Plus, now what we are going to do is, now we can say that const job details equals await. Okay. And now we are going to make use of promise.all, because we have to fetch the data for all those six IDs at a time. Okay. And over here we can give this array. I hope this works. Okay, so let's do job details. Job details. Okay, and we are also going to do is set to jobs, I guess. uh, it's a state that we had made earlier. Okay, job details. Cool. So let's have a look if uh, 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 how we can get the console. Let's see. uh, I think we are getting some error. Mm-mm-mm. IDs. So, friends, we are getting one issue, that is, um, we need to add await over here. Okay, uh-huh. We need to add await over here. Let's try refreshing it. Okay, so we have got this IDs, like the, okay, we have got the IDs, right? 31 IDs we have got. Okay, and apart from this, we need to, let's add the identifier so that we know what we are getting. Job details, and let's add one over here to see if we are getting what is required. I don't know why it's not hot reloading, but let's see. So, yeah, so we have got this array of 31. I don't know why it's 30. Cool. So, friends, over here we need to pass the start and end. So, start is 0 and end is start plus per page, right? So it's nothing, it's just start is 0. Okay, and end is 6. So what it will do is, what splice will do is, it will like make a set of from 0th index till 5th index, because it ignores the end basically. So that's why I don't, I think I don't need to make you understand like what slice, how slice performs, how slice works. So you can simply google it. So yeah, so we have got the job details like this, and we have got the array of six promises. So what I think is, what we need to do over here is, okay, so we need to do is, let's say then, okay, over here response, and then convert this response to JSON. One thing is missing. Cool. Okay, so because in fetch we have to do response.json as well. Now we have this. Okay, does it requires one more syntax error? Yeah, cool. Syntax error is gone. Now let's see. Cool. So friends, as we can see, um, have a look over here. Um, this is the promise array that we have created. Okay, six set using the slice, and then this is the job details that we have got. Okay, the data corresponding to those six job IDs. So I hope this particular thing is, oh so sorry, this is clear. Okay. Now, now what we can do is, let's set fetching job details to true, the loading portion that we just did. And apart from this, in the finally block, let's do it set job fetching job details to false. Okay, because we have our data now, so we have to make the loader as false. So let's remove the console. Okay, okay, and yeah, so now our code looks clean. Cool. So friends, this is the thing that we have done. Okay, so the main thing was to like write the logic that we have wrote. So now let's create the HTML. Okay, so this is the div. Then let's say h1. We can write anything that we want to. Um, let's say job listing for now. Then we can have a like unordered list or order list, whatever we want. We can have that. Inside this, we can have the li tag. So first of all, what I want to do is run a loop jobs dot map. Okay, so over here we can have a check like if jobs dot length, okay, if it is greater than 0, like this. Okay, and over here we can do is like job, and over here we can simply do something like this. And okay, and have this. Okay, and over here we can have something like null. It's not working. Li. Cool. And over here we can simply have the like what we say job dot. Okay, so we are not using TypeScript, so let's say job dot title. I'm just saying if we have this, okay, we should get this. And yeah, cool. So let's see if we have job dot title, but we are not getting it. So let's first check this using a simple span. If we get this or not, job dot title. Okay. We are not getting anything. Jobs dot length is greater than 0, obviously. Let's try removing this and let's try simple this. Let's see if we get anything. Okay, so we are not getting anything. Okay, is this there any issue? Refresh. Okay. So friends, we are not getting the data. Let's see. Let's try to debug it further. Why it's happening? Okay. Okay. We have the jobs. Okay. So yeah, that we are doing. So friends, here is the bug. Uh, we have to expand it, right? So let's see if we get this right now. Cool. So we have got this right now. Cool. So let's try to beautify it. So friends, we have rectified the mistake. So now let's quickly add the HTML. So we have to, we are not going to make it exactly like this, but we are going to make it like look alike. Okay. So I'm going to like add that HTML. So just give me a second. Okay. So I have copied the HTML, but it's giving some error. Let's see. Load more is not defined. Okay. So okay, so what we have to do is we have to create a function load more for our button. So what it will do is it will do set start Okay, previous equals previous plus per page. Okay, and now let's see if it works or not. Cool. So friends, as we can see, now it's working. We have got our listing, we have got the title, we have got the posted by, we have got the date. So let's see if we are getting six data. Yes, we are getting the six data. And let's click on load more. Hmm, it's not working. Let's see why it's not working. So got it. I just remember that in this use effect, we have just added the dependency as IDs. We need to add the dependency as start as well. So when we are changing the start, basically the pagination, it should also fetch the details again. So again, this entire stuff should happen. So now let's refresh it and let's try it once more. Okay, cool. We are getting 11, like now we have total 12. Let's fetch it for another page. We have got 18. Let's fetch it for like another. Let's go on. Cool. At the end, when there are like total 31 job IDs we have fetched, the load more button will not more, no more visible. Okay. So friends, I'm going to quickly copy the styles.css to beautify it. Just, just give me a second. Okay. So this is how it looks. Now let's go through the HTML. We have gone through the logic part. Now let's go through the HTML. Let's refresh it. Okay, so it's a simple HTML, friends. That's why I copied it. So we are simply showing the h1 tag. Then there is a ordered list or unordered list, whatever you want to make it, you can make it. So let's replace it with unordered. Okay, so inside this, we are simply traversing the jobs data that we have just created over at the top, and we are simply running a loop. One more thing you could have done over here is add a length check, like if jobs.length is greater than 0. Okay, so we simply have this list element, then we are checking if we have job.url, then we are creating it a anchor tag, and we have added this attribute for security point of view. Then if that particular data do not contain url, we are simply showing it as a span tag. Okay, then we are showing posted by. In this posted by, we are using this particular key, that is by. Okay, and we are using this title, and we are using this url. Let's have a look. Now we are formatting a new date using this particular code. So this is how it looks. Then inside this, we are showing a button over here. So this is the button that will fetch more details, more data, and it will fetch a data in a bunch of six jobs. So over here we have a length that if jobs.length is less than ids.length, then only we have to show the button. So basically this particular jobs that we are fetching six jobs every time. So if this particular data is still less than, like, the total number of IDs are 31, so then only we have to show this button, or else we can stop showing this button. And this is the loading indicator, the boolean state that we have created on the top. This particular thing that we make active when we are fetching the details, and we, like, make it false when we have fetched the details. Okay, so using this, we can show the loading indicator and load more button. So let's have a look. So loading indicator, and then we have got the six elements. Then on fetching, loading indicator, and this. So it looks cool, right? So this is what we have created. And inside the styles.css also we can have a look. This is a simple container class. Okay. This is the class for listing the styles, job listing. Then I will push this code into Git on GitHub. So do take a reference from there. This is a job card, simple CSS, and then this is for job title. Then what we want to show when we hover. So when we are hovering, we want to show the underline to make it look like a, URL. Then this job meta for this metadata. Okay, extra data. Then for this load more button, we have added another set of CSS, and when we hover on it, we are actually darkening it a little bit, like, okay. And when it's disabled, how it should look. So when we click on this, it's disabled, it looks a little bit grayish, right? So friends, this is it. The main part of this question, if I show you, yeah, the focus of this question is on the functionality and not on styling. Okay, but feel free to beautify the page. So it's not more of a HTML CSS contest. It's basically to test your logic. So the main thing was to first to fetch the job IDs, all the job IDs. Then on the basis of those job IDs, we need to fetch the job details. And this is the start and end basically for the pagination. Okay, and to create a bunch of like six jobs at a time. Then at a time we have to fetch the data for all those six job IDs. That's why we are creating a and storing it in the array, so that with the help of promise.all we can make the API call for all those job IDs. Okay. One improvement that we can do is, in place of for of loop, what we can do, we can simply make use of map, so that we don't need to create this let array. So, friends, I hope that this question was interesting. And if you like the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. One small thing, if you want to one on one connect with me or for like any mock interview, then you can connect with me over this particular link. So, thank you.